So today we are here to
थोड़ा
demonstrate
आवाज
you.
वॉल्यूम बढ़ाओ.
Today I'm here to demonstrate you the reporter module and how reporter modules work in our NeVA system. So firstly, we have to log in with the chief reporter. In the chief reporter, multiple things will be done through the chief reporter, like profile updation of a reporter will be done from the chief reporter, and schedule of meeting will be created by the chief reporter, and roster will be set from the chief reporter. Firstly, we have to log in with the chief reporter first. One is reporter module, second one is shared document, third one is reporter reports. So firstly, in reporter module, there are multiple submenus assigned to this particular chief reporter login. So you can see there is a one menu called reporter profile, another called reporter availability, third is schedule of meeting, fourth is proceeding entry, fifth is published verbatim, and last one is verbatim debate master. So let us start with the reporter profile. In the reporter profile, the chief reporter has power to update the profile of all the reporters of your Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. And we can see how chief reporter will update the profile of the reporters through their dashboard. For that purpose, the chief reporter will simply click on the reporter profile menu. Then after clicking that particular sub menu, all the reporter which are registered from our NeVA will be shown as a reporter profile will be shown in this list, who is currently active in the Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad. Here you can see the name of the reporter in English as well as in his short name, and his order will be shown in this particular list and language. For updating the profile of the particular reporter, you simply go to the edit button, then click on the OK button. Then on the right hand side, update reporter profile will be open. Accordingly, chief reporter will select or give the language of the reporter, like in English or a regional, according to your Vidhan Sabha and Vidhan Parishad. After selecting or giving the language to the reporter name or in the short name will be shown in this particular list. And on the bottom of the page, there is a order/ranking section, or the drop down will be shown. In this section, the ranking order will be given by the chief reporter according to their rankings seniority list of the reporters. Suppose in this particular reporter has a higher seniority power or the seniority list. For that purpose, he has to given the order number 1 according to the seniority list. The chief reporter will give the seniority or the order ranking number to the particular reporter. Then after giving the order or rank number, there is a checkbox called is active. After filling all this detail, you have to click on the is active checkbox and click on the update button. After updating this particular reporter profile, the reporter profile will be shown in this particular list. As you can see, the order ranking number will be seen in this list, and his language of the reporter will also seen in this particular list. Suppose chief reporter wants to see how many English reporters in the Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad, or regional language reporter will be in the Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad. For that purpose, we have given a one search facility according to the drop down. You can search according to the language. Suppose chief reporter wants to see how many English reporter in the Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad. So for that purpose, similarly, chief reporter will select English. All the English reporters list will be shown in this particular list. Similarly, for regional reporters, chief reporter will select the regional, and all the regional reporters list will be shown here. Accordingly, you can update for updating this reporter's profile. You simply go to the edit button, then you can update the profile of the particular reporter accordingly. So after updating the reporter's profile of the reporter profile, then the chief reporter will firstly create the schedule of meeting for the particular day. So for creating a schedule of meeting, uh, similarly, the chief reporter will firstly select the session type as a in session. Then he has to select the house, then session, then the session date accordingly. For adding schedule of meeting, the particular chief reporter will click on the add schedule of meeting. Then in this add schedule of meeting, the chief reporter will select all the mandatory fields like session type, the house name or the assembly name from the drop down, the session name, the session date according which the schedule of meeting has been created. After that, we have one provision called venue name. This is for the intersession purpose. If he wants the reporter need to uh, add a schedule meeting for intersession purpose. For that purpose, you have to select the venue name. Accordingly, this particular field is not a mandatory field. After that, the chief reporter will select or enter the start time or end time of the particular the reporting time of the particular session. Then basically this time is capturing from the super admin, where you have creating a session date in which there is a time called session in time or session out time. That time is all directly capturing from that super admin sub menu. For updating the time or for updating this from time or to time, you can also, there is a provision to update the time from this section also. Suppose we are the starting session time will be from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. To from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. After selecting or adding the start time or end time, uh, a particular user need to select the chief reporter from the drop down. Then you have to select the time slot of the particular time slot duration. Suppose the time slot will be 10 minutes or 5 minutes according to your Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad. You can set the time slot duration. Then similar way in the super admin also, you can also set this time slot duration in the session while creating a session date. You can also add the time slot duration in the super admin in creating session date. It will be automatically reflecting in this particular section. Or if you want to change the time slot through the chief reporter dashboard, he can also have a provision to change the time slot accordingly. For that purpose, we are selecting a time slot duration as a 10 minute. Then chief reporter wants to add any remarks to this particular schedule of meeting. He can also add remarks accordingly. Otherwise, you can chief reporter can skip this part and click on the save button. After creating a schedule of meeting, then chief reporter will create a time slot accordingly and set the roster according to the time slot. How chief reporters can set the roster or creating a time slot accordingly? Firstly, then basically while creating a time slot, as you can see, the session date is seeing as a 13/6/2024. The session code of the particular session date will the whatever the session code will be set in the super admin in the site setting value. will be directly reflecting in this particular session date drop down. It will be auto selected while selecting the session code in the site setting value. So for adding the roster, chief reporter will has to select the session, house, session. Then he has to select the session date accordingly. Then click on the search button. After searching this particular thing, the schedule of meeting for the particular day will be shown in this particular list. For suppose in this particular date, we have to set the we have to create a multiple schedule of meeting for the particular day. You can also create multiple schedule of meeting for the particular session date. Similar way, by adding the schedule of meeting and then go to the particular form, then has to enter all the mandatory fields in this particular form. Then in this particular schedule of meeting, as you can see, there are two menus or two button, which are suppose you want to see or download the all the schedule of meeting for the particular day. There is a two provision where you can download the list of all the schedule of meeting for the particular day in the Excel format as well as in PDF format. You can download all the schedule of meeting list in two format, like Excel format and in PDF format. So for creating a time slot or creating a view roster, before creating a new roster, in this particular list, you can see, the chief reporter will see the schedule of detail of all schedule of meeting, like session type, house name, session date, the starting time of the schedule meeting and the end time of the meeting. The time duration slot will be seen, and on the right hand side in the action section, if he wants to edit this particular schedule of meeting, he can also edit it, or if he wants to delete the particular schedule of meeting, he can also delete this particular uh, uh, he can also delete this particular thing. Then there is one more scenario. After creating or creating the roster, there is no provision to delete this particular schedule of meeting. While before creating a roster, you can multiple time you can delete this particular schedule of meeting. After creating the particular roster for the particular day, we have no provision to delete the particular schedule of meeting. So after this thing, firstly, chief reporter will create the time slot according to the time slot duration will be set or given by the chief reporter or the super admin login. So chief reporter will simply click on the create time slot. After clicking the time slot, our system will automatically create a time slot according to the time slot duration. Suppose we have given the time slot at 10-minute time slot, so our system will automatically give the time slot according to the 10-minute gap. So if he wants to delete any of the time slot, he can also delete it. Or after creating a time slot, chief reporter will similarly click on the create roster button for creating a roster. Then go to for that he have to select or click on the create view roster button. Then after creating clicking on the create or view roster, this type of form will be open where you can see the session type, house name, session name, all the detail of the particular schedule of meeting will be shown in this particular list. Then there are multiple feature in this particular thing. Suppose if he wants to see how many reporters will be available for this particular available or not, for that purpose, we have given one link called please click to see the reporter on a leave or other assignment. For that purpose, chief reporter will see how many reporters will be on leave or the on leave or other assignment. For that purpose, he has to click on the this particular thing. Then he can see or check how many reporters will on a leave or any other thing. And in this also, in this particular section, all the reporter will also mark the his leave through this particular chief reporter will also mark the reporter's availability through this menu. How chief reporter will select that particular reporter on a leave or something? For that purpose, firstly, chief reporter will select the reporter according from the reporter type. Then he has to see the on leave or on other assignment, he can select this particular thing. After that, suppose if any reporter has a leave on a full day, half day or multiple day, he can also search accordingly. If there is any reporter is on leave, the detail will be shown in this particular list. For adding or creating or adding the leave of the particular reporter, chief reporter simply select the reporter type from the drop down. Then all the reporters list will be shown in this particular list. Accordingly, chief reporter will select the reporter list. Then if reporter wants to leave on a leave, he can check this checkbox on leave. Then he has to select the leave type accordingly from the drop down. Suppose this particular chief reporter wants to leave or for a full day, half day or multiple day, accordingly he has to select this particular leave type and click on the save button. Then suppose we are creating one so we are creating one reporter on a leave. Accordingly,
firstly, you can see here, we are going to the scheduled meeting, and we are searching here.
Firstly, we have to go to the schedule of meeting. Then he have to select the session date accordingly. Then click on the search button.
While going, we are clicking on the creator view raster. We can see here we are able to see two reporters, two regional reporter, report 2 and reporter 3, and English reporter, reporter 1 and 4. Caesar is going to demonstrate the how can, if a reporter, any reporter is on particular leave on the particular day, how can we mark the leave, and that reporter will be not shown in this
list in
list
this particular
to
drop.
assign the roster.
So how we can set the reporter on a leave? How we create or set particular reporter on a leave? For that purpose, you have to go to the reporter availability. Then click on the reporter availability menu. Then select the reporter type. Then the reporter for we are selecting the reporter from the reporter list. Then click on the leave button. Then you have to select the leave type accordingly. If a particular reporter on a leave or for a full day or a half day or a multiple day, you can select accordingly. Then you have to set the select the date for the reporting time. Then after setting or filling all this particular date, you can click on the save button. After all this particular doing this particular reporter thing, you can simply go to the schedule of meeting. Then click searching the search date. Then click on the search button. This type of schedule of meeting list will be shown. For creating or view roster, the chief reporter simply click on the create view roster button. On after clicking that particular button, this type of form will be open. for that purpose, we have set reporter 4 or as on a leave. So after setting this particular reporter 4 on a leave, that reporter will be not showing in this particular drop down for the particular day while setting the roster for the particular day.
One other feature. One there is one another feature. If a reporter is in half day leave, you can set also the reporter is on the half day leave. You can edit it. There are three types of leaves: half day, full day, and multiple day. When a reporter is half day, it will automatically ask for the time from which time reporter is on the leave. You can set it for the 11:10. 10 minutes. You can show only 10 minutes. It will be that particular user will not shown at this time. 11:10 to 11:20.
Then after updating the leaf for a half day, you can select the particular time slot uh, for the particular day. You can simply go to the time slot way, then click on the search button. For creating a or view roster, you can go to the view roster time.
Now you can see reporter 4 is available here.
But on the that time slot from 10 to 11:20, that particular reporter will be not showing in this particular drop down. So as you by that sub menu, you can set the reporter on a leave for the particular full day, half day, or for the multiple day. Accordingly, you can set the reporter in the reporter availability sub menu.
There will be no any chance for mistake when you have updated all the availability of the reporter firstly. So when while creating a roster from the chief reporter, chance of the mistake will be less.
So how can we set the roster for the particular time slot, or how many reporters will set for the particular time slot? For that, we have given all the time slot will be shown in the select time slot section. All the time slot will be seen in this particular drop down, and on the middle pane, all the regional reporters name which are set in this particular date will be shown in this drop down
according to seniority wise.
According to the seniority list, the reporters will be shown in this list. Same way, the English reporter list will be seen according to their seniority list, which are set in the reporter profile. So how we can create or set the time slot for every reporters? So there are two provision or the two way. You can do manually one by one, or we have given one provision to assign all time slot on a one go. So we are creating, firstly we are creating time slot one by one. So how we can create a time slot or assigning the reporter to the rosters for particular time slot? Simply uh, the chief reporter will select the time slot from the drop down. Then he can select the reporter from this drop down accordingly. Then he has to click on the
बताओ सीनियरिटी चेंज करने के बाद से चेंज होता रहेगा. अगर चेंज हो गया ना यहाँ पे सीनियरिटी, अब तुमने 2 को पहले कर दिया. हाँ तो 2 से ही शुरू हो जाएगा सर.
वो तो इसमें होगा ना, ऐसा होता है.
इसमें पहले शुरुआत से भी अगर ऑटोमेटिक सीनियरिटी आ रहा था रिपोर्टर 2 का ना, तो मैं चेंज कर दिया उसको 3 को दे दिया, तो 3 से शुरू करेगा, 3 पे 2 आएगा.
हाँ वो तो जब अपडेट करोगे तब आएगा ना, वो
ऑटोमेटिक चलता जाएगा. ये उनको बताओ सीनियरिटी में.
So after setting the reporters according to the seniority, what you have selected the reporters accordingly, it will be automatically shuffling according to the drop downs reporters. All the reporter according to in this particular drop down. Suppose we are selecting the reporter 2 as a regional reporter, then you have to select the reporter 1 as a English. After setting all this particular thing, you can click on the save button. So after setting this particular time slot, the time slot will be the reporters of that particular time slot will be shown in this particular list on the bottom of the page. You can see the session type, house name, session name, the reporter which are working, which will work on this particular time slot will be shown in this list. There is on the right hand side, there's two provision called edit or delete. If he wants to edit this particular time slot, he can click on the edit button. And if he wants to delete the particular time slot, he can also delete particular time slot of the schedule of meeting. Then you can see after setting the particular time slot, the seniority list will be automatically changed, or the reporters will be automatically changed according to their time slot. As you can see previously, you can see there in the regional reporter, the reporters too will be shown as a seniority list in the at the top. After setting the particular reporter in the particular time slot, the reporter will change automatically according to their time slot. So this is the first way, you first scenario where you can set the roster manually by one selecting the time slot. So there is another, we have created one more options or one more scenario where you can firstly you have to set the time slot, then you have to set the reporters accordingly. Then if you don't want to set the reporter manually by one time slot, we have given one provision or one menu called assign all time slot. By clicking on the assign time slot, our system will automatically create the roster according to the seniority list by through the to the particular time slots. So how we can create, our system will create, so that we have to click on the assign time slot, then click on the OK button. So as you can see, our system will be automatically created the time slot according to the seniority list of the particular uh, particular in the Vidhan Sabha or Vidhan Parishad. Same way, if he wants to delete or edit the particular time slot, there is a provision in the right hand side in the action section. You can edit the time slot or delete the particular time slot accordingly. Then there is one more option called adjourn or recess button. Suppose in the running session there are some issue or adjourn, if some certain time slot has a certain time slot has been adjourned, if in any of the reason, for that purpose we have given one menu called adjourn or recess. For adjourning that particular time slot, the chief editor will click on this particular time slot or particular button called adjourn. Then he has to select the time where he has to set the adjourning time, from which starting time to end time, which time slot has been adjourned accordingly. Suppose we are setting the we are creating the adjourn time for 10:10 to 10:20 10:30,
10:15 10:15 से करो,
from 10:15 to 10:25.
10:15 से 10 मिनट करो.
After setting the start time from time to 10:20,
टाइम ड्यूरेशन कितने देर का है?
5 मिनट का.
वो तो 10 मिनट का 10 मिनट रिसेस हो गया, 10 मिनट का एडजर्न हो गया.
Then after setting the time slot duration for 10 minutes, it will be automatically, our system will set the time slot to end time as 10:25. So if he wants to set the time slot as a 5-minute break, so if he set the 5-minute break, then click on the particular thing, it will be automatically set to time as 10:20. Accordingly, which time you have set in the time slot duration, our system will automatically give the time slot in the two time drop down. Accordingly, suppose we have given the adjourn time as a 7-minute adjournment time, it will automatically give set the